Hello, ladies, and welcome to our Crafty Wednesday. Today we will be making our 3D letter of the number 3. So let's get started. Okay, so we are going to start by putting our number 3 together using our walls. So the first wall that we are going to use is going to be the one that has the square, and we're going to be using our Beacon 3-in-1 to do this. So I'm gonna flip this over really quick and I'm gonna start gluing my tabs. So I'm gonna put glue right here, here, and here. Perfect. Now I'm gonna bring this over here and I'm gonna start bringing it in. There. Perfect. And then right there. So now you could go with your nails, or if you have a bone folder, you could use your bone folder. Do a little pressure there. And then just attach like that. Then we're gonna grab our next piece, our other square, which is this one. And we're going to attach it right over here. So I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on this tab first so we can connect it right there. And then we are going to connect these pieces like this. There. Now that my pieces are attached, I'm gonna come and put glue on these other tabs and I'm gonna bring it all around. Oh my god. Hey. Okay, same thing. Put it in there like that. Then that one goes right there. And then this one goes up here. Same thing, just grab your fingers, come around, put in pressure, and it goes there like that. Now let's put glue right here on the next tab, and same thing, we're gonna attach right there like that. Okay, thank you. Now we're gonna come, the next piece is I like to do like the inner side before I do the outer part, because I feel like if I do the inside part, it's easier for me to put pressure on it. Did I freeze again? I feel like I'm freezing a lot today. Why is that? Okay, so I'm gonna come and I'm gonna put the circle part. So for the circle part, we're gonna come over here and we're gonna fold all our tabs like this. Okay. And this tab over here from our circle, now we're using the tabs that have the circle. We are gonna have to put this tab right here that is gonna go around it, but we have to connect them too. So let's connect them first. So we're gonna put glue here to connect them. Just like this. And you're gonna come over here and attach like that. Okay, yes, let's tap the screen so we can get to more people. Okay, then you could flip it over, and you can put your glue around there and here. Okay, like that and like that. You see how by me doing this part is a little bit easier for me to like put my hand in here and attach it. That's why I like to do the inside part first, like the inner. Okay. And then let's put some glue here and just continue. This is bigger than normal 3D letters. Normal 3D letters will be like 7 inches. This one is a little bit bigger. See? So then you grab it and goes right there. Like that. There you go. Perfect. There. And then now we're gonna put this piece over here. Again, for your tabs. Just like that. And now this piece goes right over here. Same thing. We're gonna put glue right over here. And we're going to attach to this one. There. There. Okay. I'm gonna put glue over here. Simple, right? 3D letters are super simple to make. You just have to get the hang of it. Then you just become a pro with them. And then the other thing is like the type of glue that you use to make it. I really love using this glue for the simple reason that it does not dry up right away. So if I make a mistake, I can literally just like take it apart right away and fix it, because it doesn't dry up too fast. Like that. And then now we have our last piece. So I'm gonna put the bottom so we can finish up with the bottom, which is this one right here. See, this one's gonna go on the bottom. The other thing with 3D letters, you kind of also have to like grab them and like mix match, see where they fit. So we know that this one's gonna fit right here. Like this one, there's no way that this one can go over here. So you kind of just have to like look at it. Like I said, once you continue making more, you kind of just get the hang of it. But right now, you can look at the instructions on the file. You know that it says where each piece goes, and then with that you should just be good to go with no issues. There. Okay. Now I'm gonna put glue over here and just close the whole thing. Since this one's a little bit bigger, you see me like flipping it around, moving it around, but it's because this letter is super big. And then the last piece goes on this side. Same thing, we're gonna fold everything. And then this part's gonna go like this. Okay? Gonna go in there and then here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue this top part first. And flip it over. So put the glue on the tops. Yes, I am recording because something happened on it and it was looking really blurry. I don't know what was going on over there. Oops. Okay, there you go. So now come over here, there, and there. Putting more pressure here, here, and here. You never glue the tops outside because you don't want to show the ugly part on it, you know. The tops always go glue inside. See, they don't go on the outside glue. They go on the inside, just like this one right here. There you go. Super easy, right? That's your 3D number. Look how easy that was to make. That was super easy. Hello, hello. Welcome in, Madeline. Okay, so now that this part is done, I'm going to just put it aside really quick. And we are going to do this piece that I have to do before I continue with everything else. Let me find it. So it was this one, this one, this one, that one, and that one. Those are the pieces that I need right now. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna start with this tab right here. And we're gonna fold it everywhere where we have our cut lines. Like that. Like that. And now we are going to put glue here. And we're gonna connect this one like that. Thank God I didn't do this piece with acetate. I was so tempted to do it with acetate. I was like, nope, not doing it. Like that. And then you make your square like that. Like this. Okay. So now you're going to put that one aside. Oh my God, the TikTok is so delayed. TikTok is super delayed. Okay. Then I'm gonna grab one of these squares, right? One of these circles with the square and this strip right here. And we're gonna like bend this strip really quick. And you guys always know that my strips, for me to bend them, I kind of bend them with the by like folding it on the corner of my bed, sorry, the corner of my desk. Okay, so now we're gonna put a little bit of glue right here, and we are going to connect this. I'm thinking of my bed. That's how tired I am. Okay, then we're gonna fold the tabs in. And then we're gonna put glue all around this piece like that. I'm gonna bring it in here, and we're going to attach those steps like that. There, like this. Okay, and now we're going to grab the stick that we had already put together, and we're going to put it through the hole that this ring has, and we're going to go ahead and glue the tabs to the ring just like that. And now we're just going to put glue on the tabs and close it with one of our circles. Perfect. Now that we did that one, we're gonna leave it alone, and we're gonna come over here and we're gonna do the same thing with the other one. Well, not the same, not completely the same thing, but some of the steps that we did with the other one. Okay, perfect. So now we have the part. We're gonna come back to our 3, and we actually going to attach our background in it. Let's put our background inside before we do anything else. So we're gonna come over here and we're gonna add our background. So okay, so now we're gonna grab this piece and we are gonna put it through the top part, bring it in to the bottom. So this way you're gonna bring the other circle, make sure you put glue on it, because now you're gonna put the other side of the stick through the hole, and you are going to make sure that those tabs attach to the circle that we just add the glue to it. So you pretty much put them together, make sure that they go through, and then you flip the tabs so they can glue together. So it's gonna look something like this. You're gonna put glue on this little circle right here. Just gonna put glue like that. And I'm gonna bring it and I'm gonna cover this piece here. So I'm gonna raise it up and I'm just gonna like glue it there. And that's how we make the movement for the number 3. Now let's go ahead and put all the designs that go inside the number 3. So we're gonna start by getting our strips, and then we also going to get the circle pieces that we have of Iron Man, Thor Hammer, Captain America, the Hulk smash hand. We're gonna grab all those pieces and we're gonna put them together in using foam tape, making them in 3D with all the offset pieces that go with it. As you can see right here, I'm like arranging them all together. So I'm gonna start putting them with foam tapes so they can have the 3D look on it. So now that we are done with our characters, making them in 3D, we're going to grab our strips and we're going to go ahead and just roll them up. So first, I'm going to go ahead and put it on the, like, kind of curve it on the side of my table to help me roll it a little bit better. And then once I do that, I'm just going to continue rolling them. And once I get to the end, all I'm going to use is a little bit of hot glue and then do the rest with all the other 3 pieces, okay? Okay, and now that we have finished all those pieces, we're gonna come and we're gonna start gluing them inside our number 3. So now for this part, you're going to need hot glue and you're gonna glue them to one side. First, you're gonna glue your character. So let's start with the Hulk smash. And then we're gonna glue the next one and the next one and just pretty much put glue on all your pieces and just let them sit and dry really quick. Okay, and now that we are done with all of them, gluing our pieces to the backing of our characters, we're gonna come and put glue and we're gonna glue them inside on the top part of the number 3. And now that we're done, let's flip it over and let's add the backing piece that's gonna cover all the tabs that you guys see on the screen. We're gonna cover them so we don't have, our customer doesn't have to see any of the ugly glue tabs or anything like that. So we're just gonna go ahead, put glue on it and add our cover to it. Okay, and now that we did glue our back piece, we're just gonna come with a poker tool and we're gonna make a hole on the back of our number 3 so we can add the lights through that hole. Okay, and now that the lights are in, you pass them through and then you just pretty much come through the front and you just organize all your lights around it. So I'm just gonna go around the characters that we glue inside and then just all around it, kind of hiding the string, but at the same time leaving it good enough so when we turn it on, it bright up nicely. Okay, so let's just go ahead. You can do it two ways. You can either just leave it as it is, like just inside your 3D letter, or you can actually grab hot glue and start gluing them around the edges of your number 3. This just comes however you feel more comfortable with. I know a lot of people get burned with the hot glue, so just be careful there. But that's all you're going to do. You're just going to arrange your light string nicely around your number 3. Okay, and now we're gonna glue this piece on my tab so we can have a nice beautiful flat surface so we can add the acetate to it. Okay. Okay, and now that we have finished with that, we're just gonna come and add a little bit of beads, a little bit of glitter, whatever you want to put inside your number 3 to make it the shaker part. This part is totally optional to what you want to put inside your letter. I just grabbed some red beads, a little bit of glitter because I want my acetate to have a little bit of glitter. So that's why I just added just a tiny bit, not a lot. But like I said, this is optional to how you want your 3D number to look inside. And now that we finished with that, we're gonna go ahead and add our glue. And this way we are going to glue the acetate and pretty much almost done with our shaker part of the 3D number. Now that we have finished up with our acetate, let's start adding the decor that's going to cover all the ugly parts of the glue on the acetate. So we're just going to put glue all around it again, and then we're just going to start adding our decoration to the number 3. So with that, we're gonna finish up. We have pretty much the whole decor done. Let's put our number 3 aside and let's start making everything 3D. Now this is everything that goes decorated outside the number 3. So we're gonna just start making everything 3D, of course, using foam tapes, glue. You guys will see right now. Let's get started. So we're gonna get started with Spider-Man. We're gonna grab the Spider-Man print and cut. Then we also gonna grab the offset pieces that we did on a Spider-Man, and we're just gonna start putting foam tape in between the 3 pieces, okay? So just like you see there, all I added was 1 piece of foam tape, and then I start gluing them one on top of the other. And the same thing we're gonna do with all the other characters that I decided to use as part of the decoration. Okay, now that we're done with those pieces, we're gonna go with the Avenger sign. As you notice on the Avenger sign, I have 2 sides. So this is the only piece that's gonna have 2 sides. So I'm gonna use my foam strips so they don't show much because this is the part that's gonna go where the movement goes. So I don't want that when we flip around the movement, it shows too much of the foam tape. So I'm just gonna use my foam strips for this part. And now that we're done with that, we're gonna go ahead and continue with the city. Same thing, you're gonna use foam tapes and then put foam tapes and glue where glue is necessary and just start stacking them up together. See, for this part of the city, since it has really um, thin parts, there's not really much space where to put foam tape. I'm just using my Burley Art glue so I can glue it on top of the yellow piece. Now for the other part of the city, I am gonna use tiny little pieces of foam tape just around it where I can. Like I said before, this piece is a little bit hard to put too much foam tape because we don't want it to show, so we gotta find the spots where we can put foam tapes at. And now that we are done with this, let's bring our number 3 back and let's glue the Avenger sign. And now that I have it glue, I'm just going to bring my CD to make sure that it doesn't touch the sign before I glue my CD down, okay? So as you can see right there, it does not touch the sign, so the sign is going to be able to move freely. So we can go ahead and start gluing our buildings. Well, the city with the web and then the buildings around. So let's go ahead and continue doing that. And with that, we are almost hitting the end of this tutorial. Okay, ladies, and with this, we hit the end. There's our movement, there's a 3D number with lines, 3D inside the number. I really hope that you learn a lot from this tutorial. I can't wait to see you guys make this file. Again, if you want the file, it is available on my website. If you have any questions, comments, please feel free and let me know. I'll be happy to help you. See you in the next one.